Hey, what's up? Neil Tyson here with Solid Foundation Homes Group and Central Minnesota Realty. Tonight I had the opportunity to spend some time with my fellow agents at our annual year-end holiday party. We have a chance to gather and celebrate what for many, including myself, was a notable year in real estate. Central Minnesota Realty has really grown into a powerhouse brokerage over the last few years, and it's been great to be a part of that growth. This gathering marks the end of my holiday season and has me thinking about the many conversations that I have with people regarding market timing. The common belief that spring is the prime time in real estate isn't necessarily wrong. However, I think that market timing needs to be looked at a little bit differently. If we look at what might be a traditional Minnesota real estate market, there are typically signs of market improvement immediately in January. Looking at showing levels across the St. Cloud area, there were about an average of 30.5 showings per day in December. And at face value, January doesn't seem to be off to a much better start, with 584 showings and an average of about 30.7 showings per day through the 19th. However, 229 of those showings have occurred over the last week, averaging out to about 32.7 showings per day. This obviously isn't a huge increase in activity, but it is the start of what likely will be an increasing trend. In February, the last great get-together for many occurs. Even though we're in Minnesota, we never get to root for the Vikings in the Super Bowl. But generally speaking, the market will start to take off right after. I believe that February holds the keys to the ignition for a couple different reasons. As I mentioned above, the big get-togethers are over now, and the hassle of trying to keep the house presentable while hosting family and friends is gone. Selling a home is already stressful enough, and eliminating the concern is a big relief for many. Maybe more importantly, though, is the timing of tax season. Generally, most people have their taxes figured out around February and know what to expect financially as a result. Tax season starts getting established, and many people know what they have available for a down payment and begin to put serious thought into their next house. As we move into March, we start to see signs of warmer weather, and as we all know, warmer weather brings even more people out of hibernation. The activity in the market typically will pick up and stay fairly strong until around mid-June. Summer sets in at that point with kids getting out of school. Most people are focused on enjoying what little time in the sun we have and put their home search on hold. Things may taper off slightly as people are out and about, but normally there's another burst of activity that we see as school draws near. Vacations and fun are set aside as school preparations begin, and the rush to beat the chaos that school brings hits the market late July, maybe into early August. As school starts and life becomes a little more chaotic, generally we see a slowdown for the remainder of the year, especially as the holiday season approaches. This trend really hasn't played out prominently over the past couple years due to the crazy amounts of activity and demand that we've seen, but last fall started to fall back into this pattern for what I consider a perfect storm of many reasons, and I think we are likely to see a more traditional market in 2023. What, if anything, does the real estate market hold for you in 2023? I look forward to any and all conversations regarding real estate. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out.